Hello. You don't have to be a good person all the time. And the reason why I bring this up is like I noticed that I feel guilty when I'm not being the person who I want to be, like for example, with other people. And I want to be compassionate, nice. I want to be like this yogi who is able to be nice to everyone, even if people are not nice to him. But I'm not a yogi at all, and I noticed that it's alright not to be nice to everyone, not to like everyone, and probably I don't do that, but sometimes to say people to fuck off. And I noticed it, like I was just like having a talk with someone, and I didn't like the way it was going, and that person was very sticky, and I felt like she was kind of trying to like drag me or something into her thing, and it really felt uncomfortable. And at the very first moment where I talked to that person, I didn't feel good. I was like, that's not the kind of person I want to spend time with. And now I have actually I love to spend time like and be alone. I feel super good. I'm getting more confident and all. So I really don't care if I'm with someone that I don't like. I just go away because I don't need to be with that person. Earlier, when I had anxiety and all, I always felt like I have to be with someone because otherwise I'm strange. But that's not true. And so I noticed that in my life I have such high expectations to with regards to who I want to be, how I want to be, that sometimes I really resist my emotions. And so most of the time when I'm not this person, I feel a big resistance. And so that's an example for like how I am with people, but there's also I want to be grateful and happy all the time. And when I'm not, when I'm sad and when I'm ungrateful and unconscious, so this is like when you have a negative emotion means you are resisting something. And on the top of that, I'm actually resisting the emotion because I want the emotion to be different. And so what happens to me is like I feel ungrateful or bad because of certain thing that I want to be different. So this is like the first layer of resistance. And then I feel bad because I feel like that. So I feel bad because I feel resistant. And then there's like a second layer of resistance. And so sometimes I just resist so much how I feel, like negative emotions. And the thing is, the negative emotions, they cannot go away if you resist them. And the funny thing is, they are resistance, they are already resistance and resisting something in the first place. So it's like, it's kind of, yeah, a little bit like, a little bit strange, a little bit of inception, because there are many layers, but I want to say this, like, what I'm trying to do is really to accept my emotions and accept my behavior in the moment, even if it's not good and it's not who I want to be. And it actually helps. It's like when you're angry, for example, and you let your anger just out. You let it out. And this might not be perfect because then you're not a saint and all, but I think it's actually worse. It probably is worse to just resist the emotion, because then it cannot go away and you cannot become the person who you want to become anyways. So yeah, I mean, you don't need to be a good person all the time. You don't need to be happy and grateful all the time. Sometimes it's good to like acknowledge the negative emotions we have and just like be that bad person for a moment in order to see what is even wrong with me. Yeah, thank you.